Start by navigating to the Conversion API tab in Quora Ads Manager. Click Generate Token to generate your business unique API key. Copy your token and store it securely. Anyone with access to this token can submit conversion events on behalf of your business, so be sure to keep it somewhere safe. Next, we'll demonstrate how to generate the code to implement CAPI. In this example, you will see how these 3 lines of code are responsible for parsing that URL and storing the value of the Quora click ID variable. The exact implementation might vary for your website. You might want to do this on the client side, for example, or you can do it on the server side, as we demonstrate here. Note that the code must match your business language and libraries. In this example, we show CAPI integration using Python. If your server and libraries use a different language, you will need to adapt this logic. The most important thing to note is that for each click, the QCLID will have a different value, so you will need to include some kind of logic that parses the parameter from your URL. Now we are ready to send the API request. Here you will see the required fields for sending the request and reporting a conversion. Note that if any of these fields are missing or contain invalid values, the request will fail. The first required field is the API token you generated in Quora Ads Manager in Step 1. Next is the event name or the event type. In this example, the event type is a purchase. This field must contain one of the 10 values that Quora supports. You can find these values and more setup details in our developer documentation. The next required value is the click ID. The click ID is how we match the conversion with a click that takes place on Quora. Note that a valid click ID will only show once your ads are live. This example shows what your code will look like once your ads are live, and CAPI is implemented. Next is the event ID. This is a unique ID that is generated and defined by you. It should uniquely identify each conversion event, and is the ID we use to flag duplicate events and deduplicate pixel events. Finally, you need to specify your Quora Ads account ID. Once your ads are live on Quora, you can test out a conversion to verify your CAPI setup. Now let's go back to our previous example from Step 2. This example shows the authorization token in the request header. We can verify the event name. In this case, we defined it as a purchase. Next, we can verify the click ID. Here we just use the variable Quora click ID, which we used earlier in Step 2, to store the parsed click ID from the landing page URL. We also need to double-check your Quora ad account ID. Keep in mind that this is an example meant to demonstrate one way to implement the API integration. The implementation may be different based on your own case or website. If you have any questions or you want to learn more about Conversion API integration, check out our developer documentation for more details about the schema and setup.